three missing Montgomery College students continues in Frederick County.
And I got to play with your wand. It was great.
Definitely fuck.
Keep going. Yeah, say that again now that we're recording.
And I was supposed to watch SpongeBob, but girl, I didn't even go to that, bitch. I was like, I need sleep. I'm not going to go watch SpongeBob.
It's overrated.
Early screening. And I like SpongeBob. He's cute. I'm a little Patrick. And he's part of the LGBTQ+. But I wanted to see, I needed a break. Anyways, let's get started.
That's how he does it. Have
We're
you seen
recording.
that clip? The guy who does SpongeBob's voice when he hits his chin to do the laugh.
Oh.
You sound like a horse.
I can't do it, but that's how he does it. I've seen the video. Check it out. Look at
sound
it.
a horse.
It's on the internet.
A donkey now, okay.
All right.
No, have you ever heard a donkey? That's not what a donkey sounds
Yes,
like.
I watched Shrek. The fuck?
Okay, that's Eddie Murphy.
Right.
That's
Okay.
not a donkey.
All right, welcome to Footage Foreplay. How y'all doing?
Hey.
Great.
It's almost Christmas.
I'm living.
I ain't watched one Christmas movie. Oh, yes, I did, girl. Let me tell you, I watched a Netflix Jingle Bell Heist or some shit. It was boring as hell.
Oh, Man vs. Baby? Shit.
It was a girl from Hard Eyes, and I was all excited. The little pretty one. What was her name? The blonde girl? What's her fucking name?
I know. I haven't seen Hard
Who
Eyes.
cares? The movie's stupid. They're trying to rob her boss at her work, and he had all these jewels or something, and this got into shenanigans, and they fall in love. But how could that be boring? Like, girl, it was boring. They had things blowing up, but the movie was just so fucking boring. It's on Netflix if y'all care. But I wouldn't watch it. It's boring. 2 stars. That one, yeah. What's her name? The pretty one.
Olivia Holt.
Her, yeah. She's gonna be making. Oh, speaking of Hard Eyes 2.
I just saw it on the poster. I have no idea who that is.
Hard Eyes 2 is in development.
I'm excited.
I'm really excited for it. You guys loved Hard Eyes with me.
Do you think they're going to release it? I mean, it would be dumb not to release it around Valentine's Day again for the sequel, but...
Valentine's Day, that's when y'all conceived Cliff. I'm all over the place. I have too much to say and too much to do. That's why I'm all over the place. I'm so sorry, y'all. But what's happening today?
Look at this cool
hole in the
poster.
head. What is that?
Hard Eyes 2?
Oh, how do they already have a poster?
It looks like a...
That's a filler poster. That's definitely not the
I don't know,
poster.
dude. I think it's pretty good. Start printing them.
That looks like the
Okay.
thing the distribution company would change the poster to instead of the good one that an artist had already done.
Speaking of release dates, I got some tea slightly that the movie that I was in, One Big Snake, is hitting VOD on January 8th.
Hell
Isn't
yeah.
that amazing? Yay! One Big Snake.
When we saw snakes at
Hell
the Alamo,
yeah.
everyone was doing that.
Oh, don't remind me.
They
Yeah.
were?
It was so dumb.
Yeah, and then y'all see my new snake? Look at my snake.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
my god. What the heck?
Yes, girl. It's a pop. Look at mouth open. Ooh.
What's he coming out of?
It deep throat. Yeah, it's
Is that for
It's
Anaconda?
the Anaconda.
It's for the anaconda. I got the bucket. Girl, you know I'm a crazy. You know my
Did you
family's
see that
over
yet?
here,
Is
and
it
my
out?
family was like, no, Wednesday. I'm watching.
It looks
Wednesday.
wacky. They're always breaking his shit on the show.
Anyways, I'll stop. Back to the another hole in the head, everybody. I got my shirt on. Russell's rocking his shirt. I think Russell's gonna cover it better because he's been there every day. That's why I ain't heard from him. But I'm really excited to go tonight and see Oksana.
Yay!
She ain't never seen me in a long time, girl. What you been up to? Let's start with you. I'm so excited to see you.
Good. What about, I've been hanging out with Cliff a whole lot. Obviously. He's climbing a lot more stuff and like
He big. He climbing.
Little Billy Goat.
climbing, but then he also likes to stand on the very edge of our bed and just like slide off and land on his feet directly, so it sounds like a shelf fell over upstairs
Because he big.
he is. But yeah, I'm excited for the movies we're gonna see tonight.
Hoagie.
Hoagie. I know, yeah. That's
Oh,
gonna
is
be a
that Friday
really
night?
fun
Nice.
theatrical experience for sure. I
Yeah.
feel like there's no way it won't be. And
And then the other one I haven't seen. What is it called?
Interaction, yeah.
starring
Ooh.
Susie Block, aka Gal from Horror in the High Desert
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
franchise. So yeah.
Have
It'll
y'all
be
watched 4 yet? I ain't watched it. I still need to see part 4. I know Evan's seen it and he just kept it. He gatekeeped. But I ain't get to see 4 yet. Did y'all watch it yet?
Not yet. I'm dying to. I've been just
to.
seeing everyone's like posts about it, but like not watching it enough to hear anything.
Yeah, because I need to just wind down and just enjoy. I haven't had time.
I know.
But I'm
I know.
excited
I
to
liked
watch
it. I'm excited to talk to y'all about it because I think you're gonna like it too. I feel like I don't know. By the time the end of 3 rolled around, it felt like we had a ton of threads, like with the story, right? And it feels like 4 brings those threads kind of back together in a way where it makes all the movies. No, I just think that's something that it does well. Like he's good at juggling all these different narratives. So I don't know. I don't think a lesser filmmaker could do it. Like it just feels like it all comes together and works in a cool way.
Russell, have you seen it? You said
No,
he said he hasn't watched it yet.
Okay. Well, Russell, what you been up to? I'll start with you, I guess. I know besides Another Hole in the Head, what else is there?
Well, we've been decorating a bunch, and part of
you've been decorating for Christmas?
The Cliff, part of the Cliff mayhem is that we had to move a bunch of furniture to get the Christmas tree in, and it created a like perfect floor is lava situation for him. And now, dude, he jumps from the couch to the ottoman to the other couch to a chair.
I love it. He a monkey now.
Oh yeah,
it's stressful. You're just like, dude, stop! Like
he climbs the back of the couch like he's a small cat or something.
It's got the hotel vibe where you can jump bed to bed.
A jungle gym for him.
Yeah, it's one of those things where now that it's happened once, I'm sure every time I move furniture, I'll think about it. But, I never had to worry about it before. So now, he was having a good time. So I felt bad, like, telling him not to. Oh, yeah. It looked fun.
He was standing on the back of one of the chairs that we moved, like on the back of it. And it looked like that thing was going to topple over. And I came in and I just, like, kind of like mom voiced his name, and he looked and he just started like crying, and I felt so guilty, and I'm like, I don't want you to fall off, and there's so many things.
Say his full name?
No. I don't think he even knows his full name yet, but
he probably girl, he gonna need
to. Dude,
there's a tone
right
that he
for a blanket fort. Has he discovered blanket forts yet? Probably not.
We
he's
do
too little.
No, when he was very little, he's loved cars his whole life. So I put the blanket over us and I called it a car cave. So now for 2 years of his life
Does it work?
Yeah. He wants to hang out in there, and like one time we watched Goonies from like in a blanket fort. Just like on the ground.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Appropriate. A cave-based movie in a blanket cave.
Yeah, but he does it when it's like 80 degrees in the room too. He wants to go in the car cave, and I'm like, oh, you can go with Dad.
Dude,
upstairs rooms get so hot.
I know.
I am burning out because I said the Goonies. I'm like cave-based. I meant Monster Squad. He's never sat through the Goonies.
That makes more sense. It didn't even like...
Dude.
It went right over my head too.
Yeah, even the decorating, like I stole one of my mom's patented Christmas decoration techniques, which you can kind of see back here. Do you see the frames?
Oh yeah, I see some holiday something has joined the wall.
Well, no, they're picture frames, but you wrap them like a present. So they're wrapped in look, you can see them right here.
So you want to have presents on your wall?
Yeah, it's a decoration.
It makes it feel more festive, like.
Look at Terrell's confused.
He's like, this is some white people shit. He's trying to comprehend it right now, dude.
Yeah. Terrell's like, just because everything I have is horror means I decorated for Halloween. It's like, you need jack-o'-lanterns, you need pumpkins. Look at him. And so what do you got?
I had that this year. I actually did do jack-o'-lanterns and pumpkins, bitch.
Did they go away? Or are they still out there?
They were out. Oh, they're outside for a hell of a long ride.
You didn't smash them?
I did.
After you were done?
They were getting... That smile was turned into a...
That's the best part.
The brown turned into a smile. I fucked that up.
Dude, cleaning a jack-o'-lantern. That's like a tradition, too.
Yeah.
You gotta smash that shit on the sidewalk, dude. You can't let it out there.
Smashing pumpkins?
Yeah, that's where it came from.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Don't let Evan tell you nothing about a sidewalk. They don't have any of those in Waynesboro.
Well, we did when I grew up in like small towns out west. So like Colorado, Wyoming, we had sidewalks, and we always smashed the pumpkins.
You know, like that's a person to me, girl. I was going to tell you honky tonk. I never got a chance to tell you. I be thinking it though. You think honky tonk? You agree?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, from the dogs to the squirrels to the he honky tonk.
Yeah. Then, like when I went back and visited Wyoming, we smashed pumpkins, but we inhaled a bunch of keyboard duster first. And I will say it made it better.
Keyboard dust? You inhaled keyboard dust?
No, duster, the spray that you use to dust your keyboard.
The condensed
we didn't turn
air?
it up and inhale the dust. Yeah, the condensed air. It's kind of like
whippets from a computer and inhale the dust on it. Because I know you'll have
fuck
dusty
no, that's disgusting. I don't want skin flakes. I'm not inhaling.
Oh
I'm not
my
that
God.
jammed up to get high, dude. That's That's all that's in a keyboard. What do you think dust is? It's just it's skin. Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's
Oh my
It's
God.
mostly skin. Yeah, it's more, but it is like mostly skin.
No, so when I clean the dust, it's skin?
A lot of it is.
You crazy.
That's fake
You
news.
don't know what you're talking about.
Not.
Am I the only one? This don't make no sense.
I've heard that before.
Oh
You
my
heard
God.
that before?
Like if you just have
Okay.
someone sit in a chair, you'll see all of the skin. Like I don't know if that's true. I mean, you'd have to sit there for a really
What skin
long
you-
time.
What?
He's looking around.
Charles like, my dust ain't black.
Confused. I'm so dead. Y'all Googled it? What's that say? I haven't
Yeah.
got my glasses on, y'all. I can't see that. What does that say?
Basically, dust, actually, Oksana, go ahead. You can read it.
Basically, dust is a combination of particles such as sloughed off dead
Maybe?
skin cells, clothing, and carpet fibers, soil particles, dust mites, pet hair, fur, pollen, soot,
Okay.
and
that's a
even
lot.
microscopic bits of plastic.
So
All
you want
right.
to inhale
Microplastics.
this,
There's even
Evan.
microplastics in our dust, dude. Welcome to 2025.
All right. So we're going to move on to Evan. So Evan, what you been doing besides inhaling dust?
I mean, I've just been enjoying the holiday season. I went to the mall with Ellie yesterday, and they have on Saturdays at this mall, they have like a local makers market kind of thing where people who make homemade soaps and different things out of wood, just different handmade
Soap
products.
out of wood?
No. 2 different booths. A booth selling soap and a booth selling stuff made out of wood. Two different vendors.
With no wood soap.
No, two different vendors. The soap is made from goat milk, not wood.
Goat milk?
Yeah.
What the hell is a goat milk? Is that like
Goat milk soap? I mean, it's milk from a goat. You can milk a goat like you can milk a cow. People drink goat's milk. But they make soap out of it too. And the soap is really good for your skin. It makes your skin super soft. I love goat's milk soap. So I got me and Ellie both some. Ellie was asking many
that
questions.
soap would probably be like $40 a bar in San
She
Francisco.
was so
my
into
God.
the soap. She smelled every bar 5 times, and because they had different scents that the lady had made, and she picked out peppermint for herself, but
pepper?
she was way into it.
I've been learning something new every time you speak. You are so honky tonk. So I never heard of wood soap. I mean, goat milk soap. I never heard of sniffing no skin dust. This is crazy. I'm learning today. This is insane.
I didn't sniff the skin dust. That's what dust is made of. We inhaled keyboard duster. I was also 20 and a fucking moron, so I would not inhale keyboard duster now, for example.
Yeah, you would.
I don't know.
Shrooms, girl. You would inhale everything, girl.
Nah,
shrooms.
my keyboard duster days are behind me. It was fun while it lasted, but it's behind me now. I can't be.
If
Yeah, I
someone
feel like you
dared
lose
you
a
or
significant
offered you
amount of brain
$20,
cells.
You would do it, girl. Shut the
No,
hell up.
not
Exactly.
$20, but
You said not $20?
nah, it'd have to be a good amount of money. But I feel like you
$30.
lose a lot of brain cells, way more than whippets, even though the effect is similar.
Oh, whip it. What is that?
Okay.
Yeah, let's
Save it for next week when we teach Terrell about whippets.
we can't overload you.
Well,
Too much new information at one time. But yeah, we went to the mall.
Oh.
We went
How
to the
was it?
market
Okay.
thing. She took pictures with Santa, and we've just been enjoying the holiday season. We did some Christmas shopping and got my mom some gifts, and it was
Oh,
fun.
nice. Oh, you did some
Well,
shopping?
Yeah.
I did
My
that
mom
too.
stayed in Belk, so me and Ellie went on a little daddy-daughter adventure and did all the other stuff in the mall, and bought gifts for her and my dad, and
Oh,
it was fun.
period.
We had a good time.
Yeah, I actually finished my Christmas shopping. I'm so happy. I got everybody's gift. I'm so happy.
Hell
It's
yeah.
all done. I just gotta wait for some stuff to arrive, but I've never finished this early. Is this considered early? It's early
Yeah.
for me.
I think
used
so,
to do it up
yeah.
until the day.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
Yeah, we're 10 days out, so you're pretty
Mhm.
early, I would say.
Yep, it's all wrapped under the tree over here, looking nice. Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, you're a rap too? I have all the gifts, but I don't have them wrapped.
Yeah, play some music, sip on some tequila, it'd be good. Just damn. The wrap ain't that good, but it's wrapped. Good times. All right, so Russ, back to you. You've been a busy bee. Let's get us going.
Yeah, so we've just been hanging out. We've been keeping up with the podcast. So up through the holiday, you'll have new episodes. And thank you for everybody who's been commenting on Spotify and on YouTube. I promise the reels are going to come back too. There's just so many projects we're juggling right now that I don't know. Things can get jumbled, but now it's just a hole in the head. And after that, we should have some time open. The Overlook Hour have been still throwing that back up. So if you missed that, it's there. Not all of it, of course. And then I've been at the Balboa, just hanging out, doing another hole in the head, which I'm probably just going to run through everything I saw briefly later on as my segment. But it's been fun. And, congratulations to George. He's killing it. It's been good out there, and I think by the time this airs, you'll have 2 days left to go, which I think will be Wednesday and Thursday, both worth going. I think there's a 16 millimeter print playing Thursday, and on Wednesday, I think there's like a original thing that they made, which is like an 80s clip show. I think that's Wednesday. Don't hold me to any of that. I mean, we could sit here and literally pull it up, but
that's the thing Benji made, right? That like 80s mixtape.
I'm pretty sure. Honestly, Oksana, can you pull that up? Just so I'm not completely talking out of my ass. Mm-hmm. And then
if Benji made it, that's honky tonk too. What did he do? What did he do?
It's an 80s clip show. Actually, I think George wanted it made. Kind of like I haven't seen it, but I'm imagining it's kind of like a closing party thing where it's going to be an 80s montage of like music and stuff.
Rewind the 80s.
That's what it seems like. Yeah,
what's that say?
From this. It says rewind the 80s and 80s time capsules and 90-minute cinematic mixtape celebrating the decade that defined a generation, bursting with iconic music, unforgettable TV moments, movie clips, and pop culture highlights. So it is, like a highlight reel.
Is that actually Wednesday?
Mm-hmm. No, okay, Tuesday, cool. December 16th.
Tuesday. So if you're listening to this in the morning, you could go that night. What's actually playing Wednesday?
A Reservation.
I don't know.
Okay, and then Thursday?
Okay, it's the world premiere of Reservation. Thursday is Dark Rainbow Short Film Collection. Silent Night, Deadly Night on VHS.
VHS. So that's another Benji Warped VHS presents.
And their last day is on the 31st.
I think that's just a listing for their shirts.
Film. Okay, yep.
Because he only made 80 of these, and they're just, actually, it's pretty smart to just be like, hey, there's 80 and they're gone.
Yeah.
Good shirt, too. Yeah. They're comfortable. Highly recommend them. Other than another hole in the head, which I'll get into more later, UF 9 is coming up March 24th through the 29th. We're already toiling away at next year's event, and it's stressing me out. we're trying to do some new shit. At the meeting coming up, I have a thing that I got to float, and I hope people don't rip their eyeballs out. So get ready.
What are you adding?
Exactly. Oh, I'm not adding nothing. I gotta float it.
You always adding something. What's a
always
float?
Gotta keep it. Gotta keep it fresh.
Yeah, no, I get that. But what do you mean adding?
You'll find out Wednesday during our meeting. Again, not for this show or anything anybody here could attend, but.
Yeah, that was perfect podcast content.
I know. It's teams for everybody on the show.
So. I know. I was so shocked you brought it up.
Like pop quiz. And then UF 9. Submissions are open. They're still open throughout the year. And then I think we move into a late phase. So you just got to pay a little bit more. Mm-hmm. But please send them. We're getting a lot of good submissions in too. So don't wait too long.
This time, Evan, I was like, he got to hit this soon. And you did it right when I thought it. Period. Yes. Presented by
That's courtesy of our new drummer. I think he was a good hire, dude, even though you guys hate on the sound.
Y'all know what that music means. It's time for the coffee table, a segment where a sponsor, OnlyFoundFootageFan, creates a complicated game that results in us watching and reviewing an in-world camera movie. Last week, we had to watch Man Finds Tape from 2025. After finding mysterious video clips, siblings investigate the strange recordings and uncover a disturbing secret spreading throughout their Texas town. Okay, who wants to kick it off?
I can if we want.
Cool.
I fucked with this overall. I thought it was solid. I like how the movie starts out kind of talking about. Well, first off, you get the homie John Golson who crushes it in his role as Reverend Endicott Carr with 2 T's and 2 R's. He does like a prayer at the very beginning where he's like, hold your hand up against the TV and stuff. It almost reminded me of like incantation, how they tell you to do the thing along with the movie. Yeah. Sort of thing. It's just another way to kind of immerse you. And I liked that. That was cool. And then it cuts into this like, sort of, they use like real footage of cryptids, like the Patterson-Gimlin footage, and the footage of like the Loch Ness Monster peeking out of the water. That's those old black and white, videos and images. And they sort of use that to set up their conspiracy-laden story, which I liked, and sort of is what I tried to do with the inverts. That was kind of why I used like the real footage, was to sort of ground my made-up bullshit, you know?
Again, I like the sentence, they used real cryptid footage. It's like a loaded thing.
Yeah.
They had the real Bigfoot in this movie.
And then they have a bit in there right after that where it's almost like it gave me Horror in the High Desert vibes, where they're like, just because you can't see the entities, or I forget exactly how they worded in this, but basically it's the Horror in the High Desert thing of just because you can't see them doesn't mean they're not there sort of thing. And then we get the Zoom call. It's right in the first 5-10 minutes. You get a ton of mixed media. Cause like I said, you get this old footage that's like real cryptids. And then you get, you know, the phodoc set up, and then you go into like a Zoom call of this girl and her brother, Lucas Page. And what was her name? Lynn, I think. Lynn Page.
I'd have to look.
And he's like, clearly right away, he looks like the Alchemist, if you guys know him, the music producer. He looks like the Alchemist, but with like, if he really let himself go and led a different life where he fell into conspiracy.
Are you saying Alchemist?
Yeah.
Alchemist? Okay.
Yeah, I said Alchemist, but yeah, Alchemist is the correct pronunciation, I believe.
I mean, don't take it from me. I was just confused.
I don't actually know. Yeah, but that is what I'm saying. That.
Yeah. Let me correct how he say this, alchemy.
Well, you know, when you play a lot of D&D, alchemy is the thing that comes up regularly.
So it makes sense.
So alchemist, I was like,
yeah, I just heard someone call Vaseline Baseline. So
I think his name is actually.
So I'd be saying baseline. I got my baseline.
Oh my God.
I think his real name is actually Alan too. So alchemist makes more sense anyway. Because
Alchemist?
why would it be alchemist? Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Shows everything.
It does, right? That's what I was thinking as he was showing you. We're seeing like final act footage there. But yeah, no, so you get this call with him, and you find out that Lucas has like found this tape in his barn where he's turning the power on of like himself being visited as a child, and it's really fucking creepy. And I was way into the like first act and a half of this. I mean, I love the whole movie, but I do think I'm getting ahead of myself. But towards the middle, it goes into a realm of stuff that I didn't care about as much, even though it was cool. But I liked the central mystery more. I do, and that's what I'm saying. I didn't dislike it, but I just really liked the faux true crime kind of thing we're doing for the first bit so much that I was like, damn, I wish we didn't get as far away from that as we do. But then the final act comes back around, and it's fucking incredible. But I do think they sort of, right in this first act, they set up, especially as a person who's lived in small towns pretty much my whole life, they really do a cool thing thematically with the whole like small towns and the cult mentality sort of that comes with them often, and how there's so much like unchecked trust in the town that like people can sort of easily be taken advantage of, or like how the outsiders and the ones who maybe got away from the place who might have used to live there aren't as easily captured by the kind of, for lack of a better word, bullshit, you know, of the town. And the book too, I won't go into too much detail there, but there is a book at one point in the movie that sort of feels like the other side of this coin, where it's like they couldn't decipher it, but there are sort of these kind of things in small towns that the outsiders maybe don't understand, why these people have the trust they do or live the way they live. Like, I don't know, it just does it's pretty rich thematically, I think, with all the while remaining interesting in terms of like the way they do the horror segments and the way they keep you enamored with kind of the central mystery. But I do like that there's sort of I don't know. It feels like there's more to the movie than that.
Well, Evan, don't we have a couple of homies in this movie too?
Yeah. Shane Brady pops up. I mentioned John Golson, who plays Reverend Carr. He's one of the best parts of the movie for me. I feel like he fucking nailed the vibe of like a small town preacher.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Shane pops up quite a bit in the movie. He is a central character, even though he doesn't have a ton of screen time in it. Shane Brady, who forget the episode number, but we've talked to him on here before. Go check it out.
I knew he looked familiar. I was like, I remember we talked Power Rangers, and and you pulled up all his hot pictures. I remember
all his thirst traps. Yeah, I did.
I was like, okay, I remember him. I won't forget him.
He was on episode 68.
Oh.
68.
You know?
Okay.
Oh, it should have been 69.
I know. So close.
Oh my God! Ooh, somebody's having a Merry Christmas already over there. Tequila. What the hell? Also, shout out to UF alum Graham Skipper.
I was gonna say, that was the third.
Who was that?
Graham Skipper. He was the
barbecue
guy.
owner.
Yeah.
He
did Space Clown.
Mm-hmm.
He did. He did. He's done.
You know, it's funny.
Sorry.
Earlier I had mentioned that the Overlook hour is going back up. Our interview with Graham Skipper is on there, and he feels the exact same way about Space Clown. So,
I was gonna say that feels like an average Space Clown reaction when it's brought up. Honestly, the way.
I'll watch that with y'all. I was on the couch. Our show. Okay. Sorry, Evan. I'll let you continue.
Also, I don't know if y'all know, there's a guy, I don't know him, but I follow his work on Instagram, and I'm probably going to butcher the pronunciation of his last name, but Tim Buell. He does a lot of like Unreal Engine generated found footage stuff where he's like making faux found footage inside of the Unreal Engine. And he posted about this movie and said he had some work in it. And I definitely could tell when I was watching it, I don't want to give too much away here, but there's a sequence with a staircase. I'll say that, and you guys will know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that was 100% him, because he does really well at creating these environments that feel super real. Because I just feel like there's no way they pull that sequence off on a movie with this budget without it being digital. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You couldn't practically do that on this budget. So I feel like that had to be his work, and it's great. But yeah, no, I just really liked this overall. I like the performances and the central mystery and stuff. Like I said, I do think the middle lost me a little bit.
That's enough out of you.
That's kind of my
Silence
take.
7 time. Terrell, what do you think?
I think I'd 4 stars for my score.
Okay.
Maybe 4.5.
Oh, you liked it a lot. Okay. I thought it was cool. I liked it. I liked the first half, like everything you said. I did like the first half a lot. I was all into it, into the mystery. I liked how they were shifting gears from, like you said, the Zoom calls into the docu stuff. I don't know. I guess if you said, is that mixed media? I don't know what the term would be for that. But yeah, but that was kind of cool. The whole movie was like that, though. It was a little bit of everything. And I thought that was cool. I was all into it. Mind you, like I told you, I was chilling, so I was sipping and watching it. I was okay. I'm all into this. It was cold as hell. I was all bundled up. It was fun. But then it started getting different. Like I wanted it to be, I think I expected it. I didn't know what this was going to be. I thought it was like a Paranormal Activity type of situation, but not this sci-fi. Like it shifted a little bit more, I don't know how to say it, like the time travel type of shit. I don't know. That kind of stuff takes me out. It's sci-fi shit. But I thought it was cool. I like the effects were cool for what it was. I just went into a place I didn't think it would. It was and for me, I just was just like about it. I did give it 3 stars.
Oh, nice.
I do think this is for, I don't know. I'll let Russell talk about it, then I'll say. Because I want to say it's for Evan because you like the sci-fi shit. That's why I thought that. But,
maybe.
I don't know, but I want to hear Russell talk about it and I'll make my decision.
All right. There's only 2 things so this is a very polished movie. So if you're listening to this, the dark web kind of only has 2 avenues. One is pre or like directly post Blair Witch, and those are all the 90s kind of like people are just trying to make their movie feel authentic. They're not really worried about story or framing, except for the rare duck in there. So this one is completely digestible by a TikTok brained audience in 2025. Just to be clear, please go watch this movie. I think I'm a little in the middle here. There's a couple of things I love about this film and a couple that I think as a subgenre are a little confusing. Like one, I think this movie would have benefited from what I think is the strongest way that you roll out a faux doc, which is 2/3 faux doc, 1/3 found footage. And this movie, like, this is not a spoiler. It's evident from the very beginning. I mean, this might be one of those details you don't pay attention to, but it's positioned as a movie that's been released, like in world. So, we know this has been released. And the third act, we're doing found footage shit, but it's in the documentary. So it feels almost wrong. Like there's like a climactic ending, but it's kind of robbed of any suspense because we already know like the movie's being put out. So there has to be some sort of I don't know. It felt a little like we're removed as an audience. But the inciting incident, like when we're doing the whole, like, put on your detective hat for this one, because you are looking at everything. That's where this mixed media angle that both Evan and Terrell liked. We're getting to see this like mystery.
I like that though.
No, the mystery is great. And I would even say the best part of the mystery is the proof. So, they mention the Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot as kind of proof of hoaxes that have been debunked, but like that there is footage. And then in this movie, the footage is actually, I thought, super interesting. So we have a security camera on the street, and it's just regular life. And then it freezes, and everybody, you're like, what are we looking at? Except that you learn that the image isn't frozen as like a car starts rolling down the street. And it becomes apparent that, one of the people froze in the road, and the car just rides right over him.
Mowed down.
And it creates this like interesting, like, we're so passive when we digest media that it just looks like somebody paused a video. And then the reveal that it's not paused, right? And then and then everybody wakes up and they kind of just go back to normal, even though there's a corpse now in the road.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, what are we doing? And I can't help but agree with Evan and Terrell that the beginning of this movie hooks you in a way where you're just like, whoa, what are we doing?
Oh, this is going to be good.
Yep.
That's what I said. I was sitting here like, okay, this is going to be a good week. But I mean, it still was good. I'm not saying it's a bad movie.
Terrell, me and you, we used to talk about this all the time where I'm like, this is the problem that a haunted house movie has. Like in the beginning, you're like, oh shit, what's happening? Like that door just shut on its own. I know it's like very low stakes, but like the idea of that being real is terrifying. So whenever they reveal it in the third act, it's almost always like not what you wanted, or you're like, oh, it's just a demon, or oh, it's Darth Maul in a closet. That's pretty cool. And then, you get a whole franchise. This one does something different, but I get it. There's so much going on. You're just like, oh, I thought something else was going on.
There's definitely two ways you could take, because I like that I also thought it was going to do something, like more of what, I guess, for lack of a better word, what we wanted, right?
Yeah.
But then I liked the fact that it didn't and did this weird shit instead.
Yeah.
But it did throw me for a loop at first, and I think that is why I think on a rewatch I might like it more because I think I'll know then what the middle will hit different for me. Yeah.
Yeah, this would definitely benefit from a rewatch. And while we were watching it, Oksana pointed out, I think, the strongest thing about this movie, the casting. It's like, dude, well cast.
I like the sister. I like the people.
Well, because I realized I kept getting the main guy, what's his name, mixed up with Shane Brady, because like
Alchemist.
they really do look alike.
Like related,
related. Like
that's
better. Like the way they made it, even with the facial, like they kept the facial hair kind of the same with the dad and son, but I was just like, oh, that's not that's not him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do look really silly. They did a good job with the father-son casting.
Did you like the film?
I did. I really. Everything you guys are saying makes sense, but I was just like, had no idea where it was going with like the mystery and like the town and everything. I love how those show.
No spoilers. Okay.
No, it's the beginning of it, like the Reverend's like show. I like how that looked. Yeah. Everything looked very like textured, the way it was shot and everything. Like it felt like it was really different media.
Authentic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a really good time with it, and I won't say anything else. Yeah. It really. I don't know. I was pretty hooked, and I guess I'm maybe really into sci-fi. I guess I don't know. I'm just like it feels like.
It was just me. I like sci-fi too sometimes. It's just
I didn't realize it.
I like the traditional horror shit.
Yeah.
I can't, I can't want to say it. I can't say it. but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. But like having that everything that was in the found footage part of it had already happened. It kind of like
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It feels a little.
I also
removed.
don't know why I didn't expect the like cool, weird, mindfucky, and then the sci-fi kind of turn because of the rustic films pop up at the beginning, and knowing that David Lawson and Benson and Moorhead produced this, because that's their all their movies, even though they're not in world, are like that. They're mindfuck, like you're trying to piece together what's going on the whole time.
All their movies,
and it's
like
that same vein, so it totally makes sense.
Well, do you think do you think this movie has the DNA to be included in their like extended universe?
That's one thing I want to look for on rewatch, is if there's any, because I do think that Lawson and those guys have this sort of thing where it doesn't get the rustic brand. He'll produce stuff without the rustic branding, but I think it doesn't get the rustic branding unless it fits into that whole thing in some way. So I'm kind of curious now to rewatch it and see, if this ties into the whole universe, that the rustic films universe that they have. The only other movie that's in it that Benson and Moorhead haven't made, as far as I know, is She Dies Tomorrow, the Amy Siemens movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen that.
That also is a rustic film.
I haven't seen none of this.
But it would also make sense why it wouldn't vibe with Terrell. I think like In the Dirt and stuff, Terrell, you would not.
Something in the Dirt.
Yeah, Some in the Dirt was just okay to me, and that's why I didn't watch. Is that the latest one?
I loved it.
One of the ones
that's their newest feature.
I didn't like it as much as I liked Spring, and I liked
Resolution
after Spring. I like that one.
The Endless. Resolution's probably my favorite.
Was okay, but that's where they started going down, because then
you're talking about Synchronic. You like Synchronic?
That one.
Yep.
The New Orleans one. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So they went down for me.
So
but I like them.
Again, one of the last thing that I want to say I really enjoyed about this movie, but it might have hurt it, is the title. Man Finds Tape is an incredible title, but it just evokes a found footage movie, not like a faux doc. Mm-hmm. Even though it works,
it would work for a faux doc, I think.
Yeah, but I also wanted to watch somebody find a tape. I know we get the footage, but I was thinking like
technically your found footage is his series, right? Of him finding the tape.
Kind of
in this movie.
Yeah, but it's not like an unfolding; it's a recap. And I'm like, this really read Butterfly Kisses to me.
It does have Butterfly Kisses DNA for sure.
Yeah, so I mean, which is a good thing, but I think, man, I might be right in the middle with like a 3.5. I'm like 3.5 or a 4. I think I'm 3.5 though.
Yeah, I'm 3.
Yeah,
I think I'm 4 right now.
It was,
but I think I would go up on rewatch. It was quick, yeah.
Yeah, it was
and I
quick.
like that it wasn't. I didn't feel as bored as previous weeks. So
that's always a good sign.
I'm gonna go with my first gut, and I'm gonna say Evan.
Yeah, I think this probably was for me in terms of who did OnlyFoundFootageFans assign it for.
You know what? Yep. Just to mix it up, I'm going to go Terrell, and I think he'll have some convoluted, like, it's a new movie. He hadn't watched it yet.
Oh, yeah.
Pat the Black Web or Dark Web.
Maybe I should go with Russell just to cover our bases instead of me. I think I'm going to go with Russell instead of me, just so that our bases are covered here.
All right, let's go, Oksana.
All right, Oksana.
Man Finds Tape was for...
God, I fucking hate those.
Everyone.
Oh my God. What the hell?
Oh my God. Every time.
So we didn't get that right again because
or were we all right?
Or are we all right? I don't know how this works.
Dealer's choice, and I'm going to say you're all right.
Oh my God. Why? Don't drag this out.
Or I could say none of you are right, and I'll just pick the movie.
Yeah, there we go. Let's do that.
See, Man Finds Tape is for everyone because we expect you all rated this at least 2.5 or higher.
Wow. At least.
He a mess. Well, he's right, though.
No, he's right.
If not, we might just have to include some coal in your Christmas gifts if you choose to do a holiday episode.
God.
Oh, you know what? Here's a little tangent, but Cole reminded me. The biggest thing that I shifted last week was I started drinking black coffee. Black like the coal in my stocking.
Period. That's what I like black coffee.
Yep,
Girl,
I'm on black now. Once you go black, you know what they say.
Terrell ain't about that clear coffee.
Yeah, we can tell.
I don't get it. What's clear coffee?
Like clear people? No,
I know that, but I don't get it. Like white coffee.
Okay,
like,
There was no
there,
Terrell.
Go ahead. No, go ahead with the show. I'm gonna go fuck myself.
I really was confused. Wait, is it tea? Maybe you're talking about tea. I don't drink tea. I don't drink tea and crumpets.
I don't think you thought it
That's
out
right.
this
We
far.
went over crumpets.
No,
I
there's
didn't.
nothing.
I did not put nearly that much thought into it.
Oh.
All right, what movie we watching?
So is it? Should I just?
Yes, you're picking.
You can pick it.
You
yeah,
did
girl.
it. You did us really right last
did
week.
great
She picked
last
Man Finds
week.
Tape. Yeah.
Yeah. Period.
Yeah.
So what you got this time?
Yet again, Foreplayers, you continued your journey into newfound footage. This week, we're going to give you a mix of new and old, and maybe a few older unknowns to choose from.
All right,
Okay.
skip those ones.
So this week's clues are 1, not the social one. 2, 21 sounds like fun. 3, 4 out of 5. Or 4, ginger bells, ginger all the way.
Christmas! I want Chris. It's a Christmas week, y'all.
But if it's up to me, we're going with number 3.
Which
4
is?
out of 5. We're going to be watching Horror in the High Desert for
Oh, okay. Good job.
yeah.
Well, that's perfect. Okay, cool.
Majesty, because I'm dying to see it.
Let's
All
do
right,
it.
hold on.
What was the? Oh, you can't even tell me. Never mind. I just want to know what the Christmas one was because it's Christmassy.
On a desolate
can't say
Nevada
it. No,
ranch,
it's okay.
a woman uncovers a long buried box. What's inside begins to expose a terrifying history she was never meant to find. Horror in the High Desert 4, Majesty.
There's long buried
Period.
boxes under my shed too.
What?
Yeah. He's talking about his ex.
Oh. God damn it.
No, unfortunately, that cloud still looms over me.
He's throwing me for a loop tonight. I don't know what's happening. Wood soap.
No,
we
this
got
is one of the
goat
rare
milk.
occasions too, where I will actually
White
watch the thing
coffee.
I've seen already again for the episode because it's
You
that
ain't
good.
gonna watch this again.
I
girl.
will.
You already seen
I
it.
want to watch it again,
Boy,
so I
get
will
to
for
Christmas. All right, Evan,
Especially
look,
since it's the
Christmas
sun.
week. You ain't watching
Yeah,
that
we're
again.
back with another installment of Christmas from the Shed, y'all.
Rip the song and tune the bong. It's time for Evan's Christmas in the shed. Watch along.
God.
Wow.
All
Terrell
right.
looking grumpy through that will never get
Terrell our Grinch for this segment.
I'll own it. Let's do it. I like the
So first up, this week is drama.
Oop, I like
But-
me some drama sometimes.
This, I will say you would probably like this first movie. I don't think you would like the second one I'm going to talk about.
You got 2? Oh, God.
I have
This
2. The
one's
first
taking a
one,
minute. I
yeah,
guess
every
I'm
week,
sorry.
Christmas from the Shed.
This
It's
is
a
too
double
much.
feature of a certain genre. You know
It's gonna
this.
take
Come
another
on.
30 minutes.
So this first one is called The Baltimorons. It is
Oh,
directed
this
by
one I
Jay.
won't like.
No, I think you will like this one actually. This one is directed by Jay Duplass, one half of one of my favorite filmmaking duos, the Duplass Bros.
So he definitely won't like
Oh,
it.
is this the creep tapes, man?
It's his brother.
He got a brother.
Who? Yeah, him and his
Well, I
him and his
know
brother.
he got a brother.
Him and his brother made stuff starting out together, and now they do a lot of stuff individually also. But they did work exclusively
Yeah,
together
Mark
for the first
Duplass
few
is the
years.
creep tapes, which is so
Right, and this
good,
is
y'all
Jay
need to watch
Duplass.
it.
Yeah.
Jay, who the fuck is that?
He's
Okay,
the director
well, let
of
you
all
talk.
their movies, and Mark is usually the lead and writes with him. So, but Jay does all the usually the cinematographer does most of the camera work, does that kind of stuff. At least when they were working together
That
on
was
their
him right there.
indie stuff. He's not in it. Jay's not in it. He directed this.
Got it.
The lead, the character's name is Cliff. I forget scroll down
Oh
for
my
me
god,
to the
I'm
cast.
so sad. I'm so
But-
your son in this movie.
I feel like Russ and Oksana aspire
Let
for
me
Cliff
see.
to be much more than the Cliff in this movie is.
Oh my.
So this movie opens up with the lead, Cliff, trying to hang himself in an attic. But he's the lead of the movie, right? So obviously it doesn't work. He's too big,
my
and the
God.
belt snaps, and he falls off the fucking rope
Oh,
and
is
hits
he
the
fat?
floor. He's big, yeah. He's a big guy, and he busts his ass. So then it cuts forward to him and this woman in a car, Olivia Lucardi, his girlfriend Brittany in the movie, and he's you find out he's 6 months sober. and that he had like a drinking problem. No, neither are pregnant, though they are talking about starting a family. But
really?
You get the idea initially, though, that there is some friction here between them, probably because of his past alcoholism, and he's now 6 months sober. But you don't know that yet at this point in the movie. It is because of that. You obviously find out shortly after.
Is this a comedy?
But it's a comedy drama. It's both. Like it's very emotional and serious, but it's also very funny and ridiculous at times. So, but you find out they're going to Christmas Eve dinner at the girlfriend's house, and he has his phone like up on the dash, and he gets a text about, "Don't forget, show tonight. I'll see you there." And you find out, he used to do stand-up comedy, and that's where a lot of he does, to be fair, it's sketch and improv comedy, so it's a little different. It's not straight up stand-up.
Was it really good?
Possess my body and make me funny.
Well, it's not. That's what it is. It's not a minute of him talking. It's like sketch. It's like SNL, but on a stage, right?
Oh, like Mad TV. Got it.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
So low key the better sketch show of SNL or Mad TV. I like Mad TV better. So yeah.
Oh shit! Y'all agreed it's a Christmas miracle.
Bobby Ree though, dude.
Bitch.
Bobby Ree on fucking. But anyway, they're going to the Christmas Eve dinner. He gets the he gets the text.
Mouth. What happened?
And I'm about to get to that. They get in a fight over the text, right? And he shows her, "Look, I told him already I'm not going to the comedy show.
Why it looked like
I'll
that.
text
Is
him. I'll text him
doll?
back. No, I'll text him back right now, and I'll tell him I'm not coming." And as he's sending the text back to the friend, he trips and face fucking plants into the door frame of the house, and it knocks his tooth out of his mouth. So he has to like drive around New York City and try to. He looks like her after the accident.
That divine.
After the tooth accident, he looks like her, and then he has to go to the dentist, and he's driving around New York trying to find a dentist who's open on Christmas Eve, and he finds this lady who's right next to him there in the picture. I don't know the actress's name because we're in pictures now, but her name in the movie is Dee Dee.
Okay, Miss Dee Dee.
And she's the older woman, and she's the only person he could get a hold of for this emergency dental service, and she fixes his fucking tooth. That's why the thing's on his mouth that you saw a second ago. And as he's going to leave the dentist, his fucking car gets towed, so then he has to go to the tow yard and try to steal it back. Well, then he gets locked in the tow yard by the guy who works there because he doesn't have the money, and the guy's not there. He's knocking on the door, and the dude's not there. And so he's going to just take it. Too. And he accidentally like crashes another car he's pushing out of the way. And so he hides when the guy comes back, and he gets locked in there. And she helps him break out of the fucking tow yard because she gave him a ride there, the dentist. And they sort of like hit it off. He finds out she doesn't.
A mayonnaise sandwich.
There is food exchanged. Yeah, there's sweet potatoes with marshmallows on top.
Corn,
but
carrots,
there are feelings exchanged over this movie too, and you can tell that he's kind of having a hard time with his relationship with his girlfriend, and she's divorced from her ex-husband, who she's kind of frustrated by how much he's still in her life because of her adult daughter and stuff, and how he kind of ruins their plans together sometimes by being inconsiderate about when he does things and like. And yeah, that is so funny when the guy's in the thing.
That's my favorite part of the movie. I just don't get it. It looks like a doll.
He's fucked up. He's like fucked up on laughing gas at the dentist after getting the thing taken out, and he still has that in his mouth from the surgery or getting the tooth put back in.
Wow.
And he is talking with it in and spit's going everywhere. It's very fucking funny and stupid.
That's dumb. They're dumb.
So it's a very touching movie. He ends up going to dinner with her. It is, yeah. It gets into like some. It gets into some deep shit and like dark parts of their life by the way the night turns out. But it does a good job at kind of juggling the heavy shit that the movie's really about with these moments of silliness and funny things that happen.
And this is Christmas?
Some brevity, you know? It is Christmas. Yeah, it's Christmas Eve when it starts, and it's Christmas Day by the time the movie ends. So you never
can't be real.
It's fully Christmas from front to back.
So he tried to kill himself on Christmas. Oh Lord!
Yeah, that's the only scene that I'm not sure. It doesn't give a date when he's trying to hang himself the first time. I don't know if that's Christmas Eve or if that's like a few days before or weeks before, but it's sometime right before Christmas. If it's not that day. That's the only time it doesn't say what it is.
So who's the Baltimoron? Who's the moron in this movie?
The Baltimorons, the title comes from, they go to the comedy club later in the night, and his old sketch routine is called the Baltimorons. The movie's set in Baltimore, and his sketch routine is called the Baltimorons, and he doesn't have his sketch partner there to do it anymore, so he calls the woman up on stage to do it with him, and
the old woman that
and they like kiss on stage, and there's like a whole
I told you.
There's a whole fiasco that happens at the comedy club, like between him and the guy who like got, because he doesn't do comedy anymore. You find out something happened, and the guy who kind of was problematic that caused him to get fired is there. So there's like a big fiasco that happens at the comedy club kind of halfway through the movie. And that sort of sets off the rest of the movie and kind of how things continue going off the rails, but also getting deeper in terms of the personal things they sort of share with each other. And I don't know, I really like it. It definitely has the Duplass DNA of this is what their early movies were, where it's very mumblecore sensibilities of people, talking about real life shit that like we all go through and like being, relatable humans and stuff. But it does a good job with like injecting silliness and fun into this one, which a lot of times theirs were way more serious and didn't always have that. So I don't know. I really like this. I think I'd go 4.5. I almost went 5.
That's so high.
But you guys know me. I like the sad boy pessimist shit, and this is a Christmas movie at the end of the day. So
Christmas, like
but yeah, so I don't know. I really like this though altogether. Recommend it if you're looking for something that's both funny but also like feels real. A lot of Christmas movies that are comedies. Like for example, we rewatched Deck the Halls the other night, the Danny DeVito Matthew Broderick movie. We as a family rewatched that, and it's good and it's funny, but it's also like the funny Christmas movies usually tend to be extremely goofy or like not very attached to reality, So it's I like that this one it very much feels like a real story, but it just happens to be set at Christmas and still manages to be funny. So 4.5, you can watch it on AMC Plus currently, as well as video on demand if you don't have AMC Plus. So that's the one I think you would like, Terrell.
Okay. Wow.
So
tight. Can't wait to hear the next one. A mumblecore Duplass brothers one. God damn, that's what he was like.
What's the next one?
The next one is called Christmas, Again. They did the punctuation thing like I did with Florida Man. Christmas Again.
That's why you watched it.
Actually, this one was recommended by a friend of the show, David Dawson. He recommended it last year.
Dawson's Creek?
Hey,
yeah, he recommended this last year, and it was like it was like right after Christmas when he recommended it, and so I was like, oh, I'll save it for next year's set of episodes.
So Christmas Again, what is this about?
Great recommendation from David Dawson. Christmas Again stars our boy Kentucker Audley, who me and David both like.
Andy Audley?
Kentucker Audley.
Kentucker?
A man who you would find very attractive, I think. You would at least like that about this movie. Yeah.
Kentucker ain't a name, dude.
Pull it up. What do you get? Fucking pull it up, Russ. Just show him this man. Help me.
That's dumb. They're dumb.
But yeah, girl, Kentucker Fried Chicken?
Kentucker is his name. It's an interesting name. Yeah, it's not quite Kentucky. Not quite fucker. It's Kentucker.
This is stupid.
His name in this movie is Noel, but it's spelled like Noel, Noel. Yeah. And
wait, what's this movie called? I'm sorry.
Christmas Again from 2014. There's two. There's one that's like a Hallmark Christmas Again, but it's not that one. It's the other one. So you find out right away.
Where'd you find this? Oh, David. Where did he find this?
He recommended it. I don't remember where he watched it.
Finally, a good one.
I watched it on.
It's a great art piece. Somebody painted that, I think. It's really good.
Oh, it's a trailer in the middle of trees. Look at it. It's a trailer.
That's him. That's Kentucker. What do you think of this man? Is he cute or is he too twinky?
Is it racist?
Yes.
I can't tell. I haven't watched
it. So he's selling Christmas trees, which I think I talked about last year on the show, a movie called All Is Bright, where Paul Rudd and Paul Giamatti are selling Christmas trees. But
these banger movies, dude.
I know, these are not good. This is crazy.
This
work.
one,
what happened to the horror, Evan? You could have given us some good shit.
This one is set in New York. I think New York City. Yeah, New York City as well.
It looked dreadful. Like,
why did I say as well? The last one was Baltimore, but this one's in New York City, and he's on the corner selling Christmas trees out of a trailer. That trailer that you see in the poster is where they live in this movie while they sell the trees.
Himself?
No, the trees are shipped in. He works for a guy who you find out right away that the boss is kind of a dick. He like pulls up in a shitty station wagon, smoking a cigarette, like, hey, why is such and such not accounted for in the bills? Like, what the fuck's going on, and why is this not? He's just an asshole. It is pretty sad. Yeah.
All this sad shit during Christmas.
Well, I think that's part of the holidays. Is not only do I think the highs are higher during the holidays, right? But the lows are also lower, and I think that's worth addressing too. You know. Mm-hmm. But the boss kind of is a dickhead and like doesn't really care about the workers, only cares about turning a profit on these trees essentially. And you get the idea that he kind of he doesn't dislike the two coworkers, but he just seems very indifferent about them. Like he's not friends with these people. He doesn't have a deep connection with them. He's kind of just going through the motions of this existence that he's in. And you get the idea too pretty quick that there used to be a girl who was selling Christmas trees with them that he had some sort of like love interest with. Like it never really tells you how extensive, but you get the idea that it meant a lot to him, at least because he's in full sad boy state where he's just like, you know, obviously he's very professional when selling the trees, and he clearly knows a lot about, he tells people exactly how to take care of these trees and keep them alive, and like he clearly knows a lot about his craft, but he just at night it seems like he has no purpose, you know. He's kind of just sitting around in this trailer fucking wasting away. And you kind of, through the interactions with the people buying trees, cover the whole sort of spectrum of how people behave during the holidays. You have people who are super cheerful and nice, and it really, you know, brightens them up during the holidays. And then he also interacts with people who are like just rude as fuck, like don't respect his, you know, like what he's doing, it like rich pricks basically who are there buying trees. You also see people who are just like also kind of down because of the holidays and are maybe not at their best points during this time of year. So it does a good job of sort of expressing the breadth of emotions that the holiday sort of brings out in everybody. And so one night he sees somebody go by the window, and he goes outside the trailer. You almost get the idea that he thinks he's seeing the girl run by the window that he like used to love, but he goes outside.
Who's the girl? Is that Lydia?
No. So Lydia is
Hannah Gross, dude. Shout out to Fat
this
Tuesday.
Other woman who,
yeah.
This is where he finds her. He finds Lydia. He goes outside thinking he saw the girl he loved run by the window. I feel like it was a hallucination because this movie does feel a little Lynchian and surreal, you know, sort of in how it's all put together.
All right, you're already putting Terrell to sleep. Let's not kill him.
I'm listening.
No, he finds Lydia on a park bench outside the fucking trailer he lives in, passed out, with a homeless Ukrainian guy like sitting next to her on the bench playing with her cell phone, like going through her cell phone. And he like wakes her up. She's missing a shoe. He like tries to wake her up. He gets her phone back from the homeless guy, and then he like carries her inside and puts her to bed. There's no funny business or anything. He's just like helping her, you know?
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought.
And I know that's why I said that, because I feel like that was the first thing that came to a lot of people's minds, probably.
Oh.
But he was just trying to be a good person. He saw that was a fucked situation for her. That's her, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was a fucked situation to find somebody in, and he didn't want her to. I mean, this guy was sketchy as fuck that was on the bench beside her. So he was just trying to help her out. And she wakes up the next day. He's not even in there. He's outside selling trees. And she sort of runs away. Like, she's kind of freaked out by that. She obviously doesn't remember what happened, and she leaves. Yeah, exactly. But she comes back the next night and kind of asks him what happened, and like, has he seen her other shoe, and like is just trying to figure out kind of what the fuck went on, I think. And she brings him like a pie and says like, hey, I'm sorry, I wasn't like grateful for you helping me. I kind of just didn't know what the fuck, you know, was going on. I didn't remember the night before. And then a guy comes and buys a tree who is like asking, what kind of tree do I buy to impress a girl? And he's got this like super Jersey accent. Hey man, I'm trying to impress this girl. What kind of tree should I get? You know, they like the fucking Douglas fir. Or what do they like?
Oh my God, Evan.
Oh
my God, dude.
And this guy ends up coming back and assaulting him, like punching him and sucker punching him in the face after the fact. And like, you find out that was the boyfriend of the girl who kind of thought that they hooked up and stuff, and it gets complicated and fucked. And
then it gets
just
complicated
a messy situation, and it definitely plays out over the back half of the movie, the dynamics between them, as well as kind of you see his mental state kind of throughout the rest of the holiday and how these things affect it. And it's just a very it's very serious and slow compared to like the one I just reviewed. It doesn't have that comedy to kind of break up the dreariness. It's very downtrodden sort of. But the ending kind of doesn't pull any punches either. It feels like it falls right in line with the rest of the movie and kind of how things go. And are you
going through this whole fucking movie? Is this are you pranking Terrell right now? Look at him.
A lot happens. But
I'm not gonna hold you. I tuned out.
That's what I was saying. You would not like this. Terrell would turn this off. He would not finish it.
No, ma'am. I'm so
very
sorry,
good.
y'all.
Very good music coordination. Really good cinematography. I think this might have been shot on film. It has sort of a grainy look to it, and just a very atmospheric feel.
Let's wrap this up with a bow.
A banger recommendation from David Dawson.
Okay.
5 stars on this one. 5 stars.
Okay, no.
5 stars. This is 100% my kind of shit. A good one from David Dawson, dude.
If you love it, I love it. Got it.
I loved it. Thanks, David, for the rec. And give me another one for next year. And that's been week 2 drama of Christmas in the Shed.
Oh my God!
Where's the music?
Come on, the band it crashed.
You burned them out.
Oh yeah,
they quit. Wait, hold on, hold on,
dude.
Put a technical difficulties thing up. It crashed the fucking. Okay,
It's
Evan,
sadder.
do it again.
It's sadder than if he would have killed himself. I'll say that.
Oh really? How can
Yeah,
be
fuck
sadder
yeah.
than that?
Fuck yeah, it's sadder than that. I'm not going to say how or why, but it's sadder
all right.
than
Take
if he
us out
would've killed
again.
himself. Oh, that was Christmas fucking in the Shed, dude. Drama, week 2.
Hey, dude, finally a good one.
Hell yeah.
I'm so glad I got 8 of those out during this. All right,
Russ. Let's see your movies, girl.
All right. Now that everybody's put everybody into a deep sleep, let's go ahead and wake them up. Let's go ahead and wake them all up. I was partying all week at another hole in the head. Again, first I have to thank Oksana for allowing this to happen. We have a little boy. She had to watch him the whole time. Oh my God. I'll tell you, I've been dreading this moment. But one day I was leaving and it broke his heart, and he sat there and was like, and she was like, hey, say bye-bye to Dada. And he said, say hi to Dada. And I was just like, oh my God. Oh my God. It's killing me now reliving it. Oh, it's so rough.
Oh my God. And you left him?
Yeah, I went to the thing.
Oh my God.
What do you mean? What the hell?
Evan talked about.
It was like because everyone was leaving, so he was like,
no. I think Oksana, this is like a true partner in crime. She's there to defend me. The thing is, eventually this is gonna happen. Yeah,
even when you're wrong.
Here's the thing. I'm out there doing the boots on the ground for Footage Foreplay. I went out there in our Footage Foreplay merch, and I was like, hey, everybody, check out the podcast.
Period.
Nothing. Nobody cares. They just say I'm a bad dad. Great. You know what?
What the fuck?
Oh, true foot soldier.
So, another hole in the head. George, it's all for you. So I'll be quick, but I was out there. I believe the first time since we last recorded was Wednesday. I went out and I caught Kombucha and LandLord. Kombucha had a good turnout. I'll say it right now. Good movie. That thing is like Shudder material all day. It's just a very simple story, and I mean that in a good way, and it gets it across. We came out there, if y'all remember the math magician Dan, The movie crushed with him, Terrell.
The
so if that means anything, I also think you'd really like this movie. Yeah, it's a vampire. Which, let me tell you, there's been many a movie where the punchline is, it's a vampire. And oddly enough...
Math Magician was a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Oh, boy. All right. Kombucha is already out on VOD. The director said that there's a Blu-ray out currently and that Vinegar Syndrome...
Girl, he bring copies with mine.
He did not bring copies.
What the fuck? What kind of man come up to this and I'm confused.
So, also he said that Kombucha will be available on Vinegar Syndrome. They're going to have another copy too. Then the movie that followed was LandLord. Shout out to Remington Smith, who we were out there. This movie was the last one. None of us had looked up anything about it, and it blew us away.
Like a vampire.
Fantastic.
It's a vampire.
Here's the thing. The second word in this synopsis is vampire, so I'll put it out there. I had no idea this was a vampire movie, and honestly, when it turned out to be,
has fangs.
I know
the poster's a vampire.
I'm telling you, I was there. I'm doing work. I was just having fun watching movies, and I was shocked. I'm like, wait, this is a vampire movie? So good, and Evan,
it was
just what? I'm gonna try and get Remington on the show. Terrell, you would love this movie. The thing is that this is the type of film where you'd be like, oh, they're making like an updated vampire film. Our leads are black. It's kind of in like a projects area. And here's the thing. The references for this, like, of course, like Fright Night, he mentioned it. And, like, I like vampire movies. But what he really was looking at was like Sean Baker in Florida Project or Fish Tank. Like these kind of like deep, what some people would call poverty porn. And he said something that I think I'm going to remember forever. And it's the way that you position your characters when they're impoverished. It says a lot about like the director and the story you're telling. And he said, I grew up poor and I never felt that way.
Shout out.
He said, the thing is, you don't know you're poor until you see somebody who isn't. So, when you're a kid, you're having fun. He's like, dude, the movie shouldn't be like, woe is them, like telling the audience, like, have pity for them. Because, he's like, I didn't have pity for me. And, dude, everything he was saying just rang so true. Keep an eye out for him. Remington Smith, that dude's got a career. So shout out to him. I'm going to try and book him on the show to talk about that. And Terrell, we'll get you a copy to watch. And Evan, too.
Oh, yeah.
Evan, you're going to dig that movie.
The guy sounds tight. Yeah.
So that was Wednesday. And by the way, that movie got out, I think, at 10:30. And we trapped the director there on the street in front of this is Terrell's worst nightmare. On the street in historically cold weather in the Bay Area.
They'll talk forever
till midnight. And
Lord.
Dude, till midnight.
Oh, this is y'all told me earlier.
Yep.
Oh my God.
We were out there late. So then we came back on Friday, which the main event for Friday was Happy Birthday Benji over at Warp VHS. It was his birthday. And
I didn't get an invite.
He booked himself a little. You wouldn't have shown up anyway. He booked himself a little double feature. He brought out Jorge Torres, whom, if you've been following me and doing podcasts for a while, he's my man crush. I love the dude. He worked on Toad Road. He worked on Felt, a Bay Area movie. He did Fat Tuesday, which we showed last year at UF. And he does. So part of the reason why Fat Tuesday felt like the right movie to do the cinema in public, which again is a scripted traditional film that you're making in public. So like the people around you don't know that they're now part of a cinematic world, and you're probably trying not to get their face on camera anyway. It felt like the right movie because Jorge is a incredible editor, and he's made about 10 movies now that he calls revisions, and he'll do something like he did Friday the 13th revision, where it's just like if they were all one movie. So it opens up, and then Jason's killing everybody in one go. And it's a really interesting, it's kind of like Kentucky Fried Movie, where it's just like a big
Kentucky
montage.
Fried Movie?
Yeah, there we go. And this one he did Raising Phoenix, which is a original story built out of all of Joaquin Phoenix's movies. So I didn't realize he had so many child acting credits when I was watching this. I'm like, holy shit, I had no idea. But taking that footage weaves it all the way through to contemporary. I think I definitely saw You Were Never Really Here. But his newer film, Joker makes an appearance in this. And it's just to kind of paint a picture of what we're doing.
I hope I'm Still Here. It gets some love in there.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Okay.
I believe he used the whole sequence with the security cameras. So that whole thing was in there.
Technically is in world.
It is.
Because it's all fake. Like he made all that shit up.
What do you mean?
Like the whole fucking rap. I'm fucking off the rails fucking crazy now. That was all fake. That was all for that doc. It's a faux
you're talking
doc,
about the
essentially.
doc. I'm sorry, you cut out right there. I thought you were talking about You Were Never Really Here.
No, I'm Still Here. The fake doc where it's like he's rapping and shit that Casey Affleck did. I love that shit. You
know what? It might have been in there, but I couldn't identify it. But so like this movie, there will be moments in like a TV show or like a film and like say his character. So in one of the roles he had as a kid, he got on a plane. So to create this like chaotic environment, which the movie is kind of about, it feels like an apocalypse. So there's some beautiful montage editing here. And one of them is he flies to New York. So what we see is, I don't know what movie it's from, but it's a wide. And it's definitely pre 9/11 because the towers are up. And then we hard cut to Escape from New York. And we have the Duke weaving through the streets on the bridge. And then it cuts to Taxi Driver. And we get the monologue of like, this city's gone to hell. And it's just like, it's so seamless. And me and Chris, so this was in Theater 1 at the Balboa, which is the big one. We were the only people in the far back. So if you've ever been out here, it's almost like a removed room and it's elevated. So we were back there. Yeah. We took a couple edibles and we were just talking the whole time. So when we got to the airport, we're like, dude, what movie? And I was like, dude, Die Hard 2. I was wrong. There was a lot of airplane, a lot of airplane actually. And it's funny. Nothing has made me feel older than going through this fucking revision. Just the movie. Because we're like, dude, if like Evan was here, you probably wouldn't have known half of them. Maybe you would have.
Okay.
But again, it's because you're young.
Feel a little attacked there.
Or, you know what? It's Christmas. There was a shot, you know, that top-down helicopter shot when they're driving up to the hotel in The Shining that everybody copies.
Yeah.
Dude, they had that with Christmas Vacations theme playing over it. Holiday Road. Dude, so fucking funny. And the whole, dude, I don't know. I can't say enough about it. Anyway, Jorge brought these out. He had little drives, little 16 gigabyte drives, because he handed it to me and he said, hey man, Jorge's a homie and he appreciates the stuff we did. So he gave us a drive on. This is 8 of those revisions. Now he brought a bunch out because last time he was out here, he did Batman revision and he was like, dude, that thing sold out. So I brought a bunch. This one, sparse. It was a late Friday night. Also, there's so much shit going on down here and the traffic was brutal. My God, getting out to the Balboa has been a journey these past couple of days.
That today, so,
we're doing it today. And I just want to say that follow Jorge. He's on Instagram and hit him up. He still had some drives when he went home.
Get him on here at some point. That guy's tight.
We'll bring him on.
He'll forget, girl. He don't even know who I am.
You know, Terrell's little voice got the best of him last time they ran into each other.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, hey, I was all excited because I met him before. You remember? And then he looked at me. He didn't know who the hell I was. I'm not that forgettable. The fuck?
Yeah, we'll have to have him on and confront him. But again,
I confronted him right there in front of the little hussy he was with. Who was the little hussy?
His wife?
Yes, I think I engaged the time.
I did.
So yeah, hit him up. It doesn't have everything on there. I think it's as much as he could fit on 16 gigs.
Let me watch the Batman one. What is happening? By
the way, Terrell was in the theater when the Batman one was playing, but he was in the lobby on his phone.
I was on a reunion special. My show I did.
He was in the lobby on his phone.
I was in the lobby. Yes, I sure was.
So
that's
after
I try to no shade.
After Raising Phoenix, we moved into guest of the show, friend of the show, Alex Phillips. Anything That Moves.
Yeah.
Which was funny, and we've talked about this movie already. It's fantastic. And the one thing I want to mention is that when we talked to Alex, he mentioned the like Sylvan angle and kind of how he's the main character is kind of like a fairy folk or like a siren or a nymph. And watching the movie with that context makes it 100 times more bleak. Like it just really, it really makes it more bleak. Like people are using him. They're kind of taking his power for granted. But also, again, I was there with Chris, who is the voice of Uffy. And
so what do they think, girl? Give me the real tea.
So the thing is, he was very high at that point, and I think it freaked him out. He was like, dude, what the fuck is this movie? He was like, dude, I shouldn't have watched this high. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like,
really?
Yeah. So he was like, he thought it was good, but he was just like, what the fuck am I watching? Like,
oh my God.
It blew his damn. Because again, that movie opens like a vintage kind of like love witch romance genre, and then it turns horror. Romance.
It opened up with him, that girl riding his face. He was eating some coochie.
Yeah, it's like some vintage porn. Yeah,
in the woods.
In the woods with another girl telling her how to ride it. Ooh, that was a movie, y'all. I loved it. That movie's great. I even on Blu-ray.
It reminded me of some of my favorite porn. That opening.
Oh my God! All right, so then that night again, we hung out. Actually, I was very adult. I think we left the bar at 12:30. Even though Jorge was chilling, Benji's birthday. So then we were coming back the next day, Saturday, and we made it in time to watch Conan, the classic, the one sword and sorcery movie that didn't fall victim to itself, to becoming a parody of itself, although it did kind of with the Destroyer.
Isn't it Schwarzenegger? Ain't that a parody?
Yes. So we watched Conan with live music by Sleep Bomb, and I have to tell you, it's the second time I've seen it. My God, I love it. I think it's fucking fantastic. They hadn't played it in 3 years, and that movie, like my editorialized version, and the thing I love to talk about, how that movie is more of a Western than what the whole genre it spawned, is just it's articulated so much clearer with their score, which is a doomy.
I don't get it. They play the music while the movie's playing?
They rescore the whole movie.
It's not the actual music from the movie, and they replay it. It's totally different,
there's
right?
Like
it's
6
original
people
music.
Up there. There's 2 drummers. There's a guitarist. There's a bassist.
It's like a concert with the music video playing up the top.
Except,
that's so cool,
dude. It's so good.
I'm sorry you didn't tell me that it was like that. I called y'all. That's so cool.
Haven't you come out before? They do it every year at Another Hole in the Head.
Conan the Barbarian to see no concert.
They do it every year at Another Hole in the Head. I remember making the graphic for it last year too.
I've never seen that. I remember he did like a Freddy Krueger one, didn't he? And I wanted to go to that, and I didn't get to go to that.
No, the movies that they do are Night of the Living Dead, Conan. They do the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari.
So it was good with the concert?
Fantastic. It makes me emotional. It's incredible. It's like, so the score for Conan is also incredible, but it's very uplifting, and it's a very like hopeful score. Dude, the Doom score is heavy. It's bleak. It makes things feel like so much more serious and rough. I love it.
That's
fantastic. Oh, dude. Well, you know what got me?
There's no like way to watch that, huh? Like you have to see
so they do. They came out and they had a table and they were selling a Blu-ray copy of the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari with their score. No, they folded. I actually ended up staying out there and talking to I'm guessing the lead of the band for a while. And by the time I came back out, everything was already packed up.
Yeah.
It was pretty much an impromptu booking, so they didn't have shirts. Oh man, I would have loved a fucking Conan Sleep Bomb shirt. But I think The thing here is that if it's public domain, then they can market the movie. So that's why you get like Night of the Living Dead and you get The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. I actually started talking to Homie about the legal issues with Conan and how they're hoping that they get a cease and desist order. So that's a whole conversation. I would love to book them in the future too. So Sleep On was fantastic, incredible. Do you want to add anything to that?
Just that, I mean, I know I've seen the movie and I've seen it with their score before, like years ago, but it felt like this was almost like my first time watching the movie for some reason. I don't know.
Really?
It was like, yeah. I don't know.
No,
I guess I had
your first time outside the house, bro. Everything gonna be new.
I leave the house.
It has been 3 years.
It's been longer than 3
got you
years.
trapped in that house like Sleeping Beauty. Who the bitch that be in the house? Yeah, Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, so
Rapunzel?
Again,
she Belle and Rapunzel put together, girl.
Yeah, the thing that just got me in there is like, you know, the Oksana pointed it out that every horror movie nowadays has children dying in it, but Conan actually has the reverse, where the parents die protecting the kid, and that just feels so much worse in a way.
Yeah, that's
like
what made me cry during Avatar 2. Like, it's because it's like kid, like
because
the
then the
kids
kid grows
dying
up
in
without
movies.
their parent.
Yeah, it's like almost like a failure as a parent, which is I think a lot of parents like fears because you're no longer there, even though it's like out of their control. Obviously, they didn't mean to get killed, and you know, but your kid is kind of like vulnerable without you.
Yeah, that's true.
That is way more hard for me to see than like actual kids getting.
I did not realize it's 4:46.
Yeah,
that's why I told you
oh
shit.
shit!
To wrap this up.
Okay, I'm
just
done.
Kept going.
I'm done.
I tried. I was like, we got to get out of here.
Well, and to your point, Oksana, you would, I think, as a parent, rather feel endure the hardship of that than have your kid endure it, right? So,
okay, I'm gonna make mine quick.
I'm almost like maybe we should just start driving to go get him, and then you guys could wrap it up. We could do that.
Still gotta get Chris.
Pop in from the car, dude.
Yeah, we gotta run.
It's already almost time. We'll just skip it. Let's just close out.
What you got, Terrell?
Yeah, Terrell, you got to do something.
Yeah.
What you got?
Oh my God. I was just going to talk about a quick movie. It's called Hag on Tubi. So it's not that type of hag with the, the nose. Anyways, after a decade apart, Rowan rents a spare room to Mag, a self-proclaimed hag, whose obsession with him grows into a life or death showdown. This is a LGBTQ plus movie. Basically, it's about a guy, Rohan, and his partner and or roommate, I guess they're dating, passed away on his own. I guess he was drinking a lot, and then he went to his room and he threw up. He was laying on his back, and he
asphyxiated,
killed him. Yeah. So then now he needs a new roommate. So this girl pops up out of nowhere. He works as a barista. He's trying to be a singer. He has a demo. He's trying to get his music out there. His best friend his coworker and friend is Adore Delano, that you guys would know from RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah.
And she plays the barista. She was like the funny one, the one that took no shit. Like, she was great. And so this girl named Mag, she comes up and she orders whatever her coffee was, and then she sees Rowan. She's like, "Oh, we used to date in high school." And at first he didn't know who the fuck this bitch was. He was like, "Oh, I do remember you." This is back when he was trying to play straight, And basically, long story short, what the movie is about her infatuation with him, and like how she like falls for him and wants to do for him, and when people come towards him or like do him wrong, she goes to fix their ass. It's like single white female mixed in with influencer. Influencers is great too, by the way. I can review that another day. But influencer on Shudder, it's like if you merge that with single white females, that's how you get hag.
Okay. That's on Netflix now. Isn't that weird? Influencer, the first one, is on Netflix. I saw it like last night.
Yeah, exclusive. Okay. So basically with Hag, he goes through the motions. He's like secretly in love with his, we thought was straight guy at the gym who like does all like the fucking, we work at the gym and you like train people. He's a gym trainer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So I don't know. Let's just get to the nitty gritty. It has lots of ass, so it opens up with ass, with a lot of cheeks. And Miss Mag the Hag, she's a mess. Oh, there's like this one part. I didn't know it was a derogatory. Maybe you guys could tell me. But when she introduced herself to his friends, they went to the bar because he was trying to incorporate her, with his friend group, but she has no friends, and she ends up moving in with him. And she's like super attached to him, right? So they go to the bar. She's like, "Hi, I'm Mag the Hag," and they're all like, "What the fuck?" And she's like, "I'm his hag," because he's the gay guy, and she used to be. And then she's like, one of his friends was like, "Oh, that's kind of derogatory to women and derogatory to the person that's, the LGBTQ character." And I'm just like, I didn't think hag was a bad word, was it?
Well, because
she's calling herself one. Like,
because I have the whole term. It was a 2-word term. Starts the first word.
Oh, I love this. You tippy-toeing around it.
Rhymes with hag. So I think that's maybe where it's derogatory towards both parties, I guess. But I always thought it was like an affectionate term.
Aubrey Plaza's social media handles is @evilhag, and she's one of God's great gifts to the human race. So.
All right,
oh boy,
that's
anyway,
dumb. They're dumb.
As it goes, there was a scene in particular that was crazy because he says his goodnight and he goes into his room to watch his porn, like what Evan does, and he starts to start. And I don't know why he was in the bathroom first, brushing his teeth. They brushed their teeth together. Like, this is too much. Like, I could not do this. And then he said, "All right, I'm going to bed." So he goes to bed. He puts his toothbrush down. He has a vibrating toothbrush. So he goes into his room and he turns on his porn. I don't know why he have it up so loud, but she could hear it through the door, and she got aroused. And he's jerking off to his porn, and then she grabs not her toothbrush but his toothbrush and goes to the door girl, and she starts touching herself, and then she starts putting his toothbrush in her mouth and kisses it. Women like can get wet too.
Oh my god.
Yes. And then she proceeds to pull her pants down and put that vibrating toothbrush up in her pussy, and girl, she fucked herself.
wet dream.
And then the next morning, of course, they're going to show him go back to the bathroom, and he started to brush his teeth. And guess what he did, girl? He brushed his teeth with that pussy brush. I couldn't believe it. And he even smelled it. He smelled it. He said, "I knew that smelled fishy." Because he sniffed it before he put it in his mouth. He was like, "Oh, whatever." And he brushed his teeth with some pussy brush. I was so shocked. And then there's a threesome. God. There's a male, female threesome. She tries to be him. The single white female thing was a Halloween party. She dressed up as him, and he dressed up as her. And it was interesting because the guy that he liked was like flirting with him as her, and then fucked her as him. But then they got together and they had a threesome. It was crazy. But the whole movie just goes on like that, and basically you learn that she's not who she says she is, and it's very Tubi. It gets very, very Tubi.
Very Tubi.
Kills. Adore's kill was pretty crazy. She got deep throated to death. I'm spoiling it, but y'all gotta watch it. It's called Hag on Tubi. Yes, check it out.
Christmas movie?
Friday. No, it was more so Halloween. There's a lot of ass cheeks.
Oh hell yeah!
That's all I remember. Yeah.
No dong?
No, I'm surprised.
Can Tubi do that though?
I don't know if they can. I don't know. It's a Tubi original, but there's a lot of ass. Like,
do what they want.
Man, every dude in there, ass
I think you
is
can
shown.
hang dong on Tubi.
And the hag, the girl, you see her booty too, and her tits too. But she covers them. She goes, and she goes like, "Bitch, y'all skinny dip, but he don't want
What a shame."
She was like, "How gay are you?" Because she wanted to fuck him. And then,
oh my god,
yeah, she was jealous of him. Like when he was hooking up with a guy by himself, she was mad. She was banging down the door because she wanted the dick too. She was mad.
I feel like where this girl is fundamentally going wrong with this whole plan is why is she living with this gay dude? Just come to the shed. Like, I feel like her game plan is fucked up here.
Too?
Well, I'm just saying, if you're gonna do pussy toothbrush and use it, go to somewhere with somebody who will play with you.
Yeah, but you have to see the twist of where the twist. I didn't spoil it completely.
Oh, is that her kink? Maybe. Okay.
Anyways, we got to go, so we'll see y'all next time. Oh, I give my star rating. I get a 3 stars.
You didn't. Okay.
3 stars.
Right. Does it get a heart? Does it get a heart?
Yeah. I think
oh my god.
Okay.
Check it out.
Hell yes.
Bye, y'all.
That's dumb.
Love
They're
y'all.
dumb.
See you next week.
Bye everybody. Happy holidays.
Thanks for listening to Footage Foreplay. If you enjoy the show, please consider leaving a review, sharing it with a friend, or simply hitting like. These small gestures are a great free way to support this mayhem, and if you find some footage we should be fondling, email us at footageforeplay@gmail.com. Check back every Tuesday and Thursday for new episodes, and remember, don't skip the foreplay.